Welcome to ET Studios AI Horizons in association with ET CIO. As you know, we've been delving into various industries to see how AI has been transforming them, and today we're going to take a closer look at energy. And joining me today in the studio to do just that is Chandan Vijay, who's the Chief Data Officer at ABB Energy Industries. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your valuable time. And at ABB Energy Industries, you provide energy solutions with cutting edge technology. So you've also been driving digital transformation throughout your career. I'm very interested in knowing, how do you integrate AI into existing systems first? And what is the one common mistake that people do when attempting to integrate AI?
Sure, Shilpa. I think one of the common themes that is there is now AI is a booming word. Everybody wants to integrate AI into their current systems. And what we do is, first we look at our current system landscape. What is the need? What is the objective that you want to solve with the AI system? Are we looking to solve a problem, or is it going to give us any productivity benefits? Understand the goal. That's the first thing. Second thing is, what is the data landscape that the system has? Because for AI, the most important aspect is data. If I don't have clean data, if my data quality is not good, my outcome for AI solution would not be good. So it is important for us to understand what data is there. Third thing that is there is understanding change management, because AI is a very, I would say, tricky subject where people are a little scared that is AI going to take away my job or not. So getting that change management implemented in the right way is a very important thing. What typical pitfalls that we see in space of implementation AI solutions is, first is there's a constantly moving goalpost. When people make that mistake, you don't have a clear outcome defined, the solution will never be implemented in the right time frame. Second thing is underestimating the complexity of an AI solution. Sometimes the problem might be very complex and we may underestimate how difficult it is to implement it. So the complexity of the solution and the cost overrun could be another pitfall that we look at. And then the last part is, again, coming to change management. It is about acceptance of people. If we don't collect feedback from people, from the resources that are consuming that solution, the solution will not be effective. In an AI solution, feedback is a very, very relevant topic. The more feedback we provide to our AI system, the more efficient it becomes. To avoid that mistake, it's important to connect with stakeholders, with users, collect as much feedback as possible, and then implement the solution in the most effective way.
At ABB Energy, how have you implemented AI?
We are looking to implement AI in, I would say, small pockets. We're looking at smaller pilots or proof of concepts. We're not going the big bang way because we want to understand the value the AI solution can provide and then go and implement it. Because if a solution is built with a big bang approach, I may spend like $500,000 or $1 million and I realize the benefit's not coming. That money is lost. Versus if you do a small pilot, if you understand it's giving a value, scaling it up is easier. And that's how it works out more effectively. We're looking at smaller pilots. We're looking at proof of concepts. We're doing it in an agile way so that we are able to do this in a faster way. Either we fail fast and we recover fast and we built up a solution which is effective. So those are some of the things that we are doing in ABB to be more successful in our AI implementations.
Now, when it comes to energy and your energy solutions, how is AI enhancing them?
I think energy industry is a very vast area, and AI is touching a lot of these areas in a very unique way. First of all, we can look at it, let's say, energy forecasting. Other way is predictive maintenance. Other way is, how do we integrate renewable energy into our sources? If we look at historically, right, if we look at, let's say, 10 years back, or even just say 5 years back, we had this tons of data available and through our systems, but we didn't know how to harness that power of the data. Now, AI systems can process large and vast amount of data in real time and give outputs. And I think that is what is helping us in let's say, we talked about predictive maintenance. AI is helping in energy industry in saying, because most of the customers are either utility providers or industries which are making money running their businesses, and no customer wants to stop their business because it's a loss of revenue. So how does predictive maintenance helps is by employing predictive maintenance systems, by employing AI systems, we can give more insights to customers as to when a certain product can fail and give them early warning systems and give them the replacements ahead of time that would prevent them going and having unscheduled outage. The other thing is, let's talk about renewable energies, right? We have these fossil fuels, we have renewable energies. Now, how do we give customers opportunities to scale their renewable energy systems more so that they can supply it more effectively to the grid and therefore make more money through the renewable sources rather than spending money into fossil fuels? Everybody talks about green energy. The customers that we have, they also want to move towards a greener energy ecosystem. And I think that's important that they understand that they can make that with the value of AI. So by integrating into grid solutions, they can have more effective usage of renewable energy as well as fossil fuels. And they can dynamically price that because now they understand where the energy is coming from. So they can sell it at a more effective price and they can make more revenues out of it.
We're talking about energy, and it's ironic you had data there, and we say data is the new oil, right? And especially with AI, data has become even more valuable because we're seeing patterns in there that we never saw before. We're using it in more actionable ways. Right. So how have you found AI transforming data?
I think AI, as you said, right? Data is the new oil. I would say data is the new nuclear reactor material. It has the power to give energy for or value for an infinite number of times because you can leverage the same data and drive multiple insights. And how you do it is by contextualizing. Now, AI helps in contextualizing data because it can blend multiple sources of data and it can give outputs which earlier we would never be able to predict. The traditional systems would not be able to run and process that much large amount of data. AI systems, as we talked about, we do real-time data processing. They give and combine multiple data sources and give outputs. For example, let's talk about renewable energy. If we can predict the number of days the sun will be out, imagine the solar industry can benefit with that data. Now, combining historical data of weather patterns and future weather forecasts, the solar energy can basically predict what is my output going to look like for next 30 days or 15 days or the next quarter. Similarly, in wind world, if the wind business understands how the wind patterns look like and how they can change the direction of their wind turbines or the angle of the blades, and this all information can be provided by combining weather data, electricity production data, and different channels of electricity consumption or production, they can make more effective energy. So by combining these multiple segments of data, a contextualization is created. Again, if we talk about, let's say, predictive maintenance, right? This is again harnessed through the large amount of data because you're combining historical information with the current state of the systems and are able to predict better state of what would look like. You can have more stable grids. You would not want to have a grid solution where you have all of a sudden large supply of electricity coming into a grid or a large consumption coming into a grid, which kind of collapsing the grid. We might have heard about the grid failure in US where almost like the Texas was down for outage for 4 days. There was no power. We don't want solutions like this. And I think by harnessing large amount of data, by contextualizing it, by understanding data and utilizing it for more outcomes, we can have more effective solutions which we can drive in the energy industry.
Now you provide tech solutions, tech support. I want to know in energy, which is something that is so essential to all of us. It's not very IoT enabled. It's not on the edge when I want to look at what sort of energy I've been consuming through the day, because that might kind of make me more conscientious when I'm using up this energy. But surprisingly, I don't see any tech enablement there. Though I do understand you work on the B2B side. I would love your insight on this.
I think we do have smart metering concept, which is there, where the meters can be connected to the grid, it can be retail. So I think we've been talking about this for quite some time in the energy space, where governments have been talking about how do we put smart meters in residences, which can directly talk to the utility companies People don't have to come and take the meter readings. They can directly basically talk to the internet, provide the consumption data. And what it can do is it can give a much better understanding of energy consumption. Because today these manual meters are prone to faults. People have to go in and do manual readings. It's a manual intervention. There is a probability of missing data. Versus smart meters can talk to the edge devices through internet, provide the relevant information to the utility providers, understand which area is consuming more, why it is consumption more, and then it can basically forecast better on the grid side. So I think retail side, although we're more into B2B, but retail side, the world is slowly shifting towards getting smarter. I think we should see these smart meters coming into the tier 1, tier 2 cities in coming years.
Okay.
And that should help us, the consumers, become more aware of what their usages are.
Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Absolutely, Shilpa. It's a pleasure of mine.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching. And for more such interesting anecdotes and insights, remember to stay tuned to ET Studios AI Horizons in association with ETCIO.